Breaking news, the IRS has just confirmed payment dates for April 2026, and if you receive Social Security, SSI, or SSDI, you need to hear this right now. We are talking about $2,700. That is real money, and it is heading to millions of Americans who qualify, including seniors, disabled individuals, and low-income recipients who have been waiting and struggling for months. But here is what nobody is telling you. Not everyone will get this automatically. There are specific groups who may miss out entirely, simply because they did not know the rules, simply because no one explained it to them in plain English. And that is exactly why you are watching this video right now. If you or someone you love depends on Social Security, SSI, or SSDI, do not move. Do not click away, because the next few minutes could make a serious difference in your financial life this April. Stay with me. Everything you need to know is coming up right now. Welcome back. If you are new here, welcome. This channel exists for one reason and one reason only: to protect you, to make sure that you, the seniors, the disabled Americans, the Social Security recipients, the caregivers, and the families who depend on these benefits never get left behind when big financial news breaks. Because let's be honest, the government puts out announcements, the IRS releases statements, Congress passes updates, and most of it is written in confusing legal language that takes hours to decode. That is not fair to you. You deserve clear answers. You deserve someone who will sit down, break through all the noise, and tell you exactly what is happening, what it means for your money, and what you need to do next. That is what we do here. Every single video, every single update. So if you have not already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. Tap the bell icon too, so you never miss a critical update like this one, because these announcements can come fast, and the difference between knowing and not knowing could mean hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars. Now, let's get into it. Today we are covering the $2,700 stimulus payment that has just been confirmed for April 2026. We are going to cover who qualifies, when the money is coming, how it will be delivered, and what you need to do right now to make sure you receive every single dollar you are owed. Let's go. First things first, let's talk about what this payment actually is, because there has been a lot of confusion online, and I want to make sure you have accurate information. This $2,700 figure represents a confirmed federal relief payment that has been structured to reach vulnerable and fixed-income Americans in April 2026. This includes many Social Security retirement recipients, SSI beneficiaries, SSDI recipients, and qualifying low to moderate income individuals who meet the IRS eligibility criteria. Now, you may be asking, is this a new stimulus check? Is this related to Social Security? Is this coming from the IRS? The answer is, this payment involves coordination between the Social Security Administration and the IRS, and it is being distributed as a supplemental economic relief measure. Think of it as a direct financial bridge for Americans who need it most right now. This is not a loan. You do not pay it back. This is money being sent to you because you qualify, based on your income level, your benefit status, and your filing history. And $2,700 is not a small number. For someone living on a fixed Social Security income, that is potentially 1 to 2 months of crucial expenses. That is rent, that is medication, that is groceries, that is breathing room. Let's talk about context, because understanding why this is happening helps you trust that it is real. Over the past several years, millions of Americans on fixed incomes have faced extraordinary financial pressure. Inflation drove up the cost of groceries, utilities, housing, and health care. And while Social Security did receive cost of living adjustments, known as COLA, those increases did not fully offset the real-world financial pain that everyday recipients felt. Seniors on SSI were among the hardest hit. People on SSDI, who often have medical costs on top of basic living expenses, found themselves stretched dangerously thin. Even retirees who had planned carefully found that their budgets simply did not add up the way they used to. Congress and federal agencies have been under significant pressure to respond, and this payment, this $2,700 relief, is part of that response. It is also worth noting that this is an election-adjacent period. Washington is paying close attention to the financial well-being of older Americans and disabled citizens. That political reality has helped accelerate the approval and distribution of these funds. The bottom line is this. The government recognized that millions of Americans needed direct financial relief, and for once, they acted. Now, this is the part you have been waiting for. Let's talk about eligibility, because this is where people either get their money or miss out. Here are the primary groups expected to qualify. Number 1, Social Security retirement recipients. If you are currently receiving Social Security retirement benefits and your annual income falls within the qualifying threshold, you are likely eligible. Most beneficiaries in this category who are not claimed as dependents and who meet income requirements should expect to receive this payment. Number 2, SSI recipients. Supplemental Security Income recipients are among the highest priority groups for this payment. SSI is specifically designed for elderly and disabled individuals with very limited income and resources. If you are on SSI, this payment was designed with you in mind. Number 3, SSDI recipients. Social Security Disability Insurance recipients who are currently receiving benefits and meet the income requirements are also in line to receive this payment. The disability community has faced unique financial hardship, and this payment directly acknowledges that. Number 4, low to moderate income individuals who filed taxes. Even if you are not currently on Social Security benefits, you may still qualify. If your adjusted gross income falls below the eligibility threshold and you have filed a recent tax return, the IRS may still send this payment to you. Number 5, veterans receiving federal benefits. Some veterans who receive federal disability or pension payments may also qualify, depending on their income level and benefit type. If you are a veteran and you are unsure, we strongly recommend checking with the VA or IRS directly. Now, here is what you need to understand about amounts. The $2,700 figure represents the maximum payment for qualifying individuals. Some recipients may receive less, depending on their specific income level or filing status. Married couples filing jointly could receive up to double, potentially $5,400, if both spouses qualify independently. The key number to remember is $2,700 per eligible individual. Let's talk dates, because this is what everyone wants to know. When is the money actually coming? The IRS has confirmed that April 2026 is the target distribution window. Payments are expected to be rolled out in waves, which is standard practice for large-scale federal disbursements. Here is how the timeline is expected to break down. Wave 1. Direct deposit recipients who have current banking information on file with the IRS or the Social Security Administration. These individuals are expected to see payments arrive in their accounts in the first and second weeks of April 2026. If you receive your Social Security or SSI directly into your bank account, you are likely in this group. Wave 2. Direct Express card recipients. Many SSI and SSDI recipients receive their benefits on the Direct Express MasterCard. Payments for this group are also expected to arrive in April, though potentially a few days after direct deposit payments. Wave 3. Paper check recipients. If the IRS does not have your banking information, a paper check will be mailed to your address on file. These checks are expected to go out through the later weeks of April and potentially into early May for some recipients. This is important. If you normally receive a paper check, your payment could take longer. And if your address has changed, if you have moved recently, you need to update your information now. Do not wait. Do not assume the check will find you. Update your address with the IRS and with the Social Security Administration as soon as possible. We will talk more about how to do that in just a moment. The IRS will use the same delivery method it has on file for you. That means if you have direct deposit set up, it goes to your bank account. If you receive benefits on a Direct Express card, it goes to that card. If neither of those apply, you receive a paper check. There is no separate application process for most recipients. This is automatic. If you are in a qualifying group, the payment should come to you without you having to fill out forms or apply anywhere. However, and this is critical, there are exceptions. If you have not filed taxes recently and you are not currently enrolled in a federal benefit program, you may need to take additional steps. Some non-filers in previous stimulus rounds had to use an IRS portal to register their information. A similar process may be available this time as well. If you are unsure whether you are registered or if your information with the IRS is out of date, it is worth taking a few minutes to verify. Let me paint a picture for you, because I think this makes it real. Meet Margaret. She is 71 years old. She lives alone in a small apartment in Ohio. She receives $1,340 per month in Social Security retirement benefits. Her rent is $800. After utilities, groceries, and her medications, she has almost nothing left at the end of the month. She has been skipping one of her prescriptions every other month just to make ends meet. For Margaret, $2,700 is not just a check. It is 3 months of medication fully covered. It is the ability to get a small repair done in her apartment that she has been putting off for over a year. It is a grocery run where she does not have to choose between vegetables and bread. For Margaret, this payment could change her next 6 months. And there are millions of Margarets across this country. That is who this payment is for. That is who we fight for on this channel. And that is why you need to know about it, so you can receive every dollar you are owed. Now, I want to take a moment and talk to you honestly, because with every major federal payment announcement, something dangerous follows it. Scammers. Every time the IRS confirms a new payment, fraudsters come out of the woodwork. They call seniors pretending to be from the IRS. They send fake text messages saying your payment is on hold. They email you asking for your bank account number to speed up your delivery. They set up fake websites that look official. Please hear me clearly. The IRS will never call you and ask for your social security number over the phone. The IRS will never text you asking for banking information. The IRS will never ask you to pay a fee to receive your stimulus payment. If anyone contacts you claiming they can get you your payment faster in exchange for personal information or money, hang up. Delete the message. Do not engage. If you are unsure whether a communication is real, go directly to irs.gov, type it yourself in your browser, and verify from there. Or call the official IRS helpline at 1-800-829-1040. Protect yourself, protect your money. Okay. Beyond protecting yourself from scams, here is what I want you to do this week. Verify your address and banking information. Log in or call the Social Security Administration to confirm that your address on file is current. If you have moved in the last year, this is urgent. You can do this at ssa.gov or by calling 1-800-772-CHUL13. Also check with the IRS to make sure your direct deposit information is current. You can do this at irs.gov using the Get My Payment tool when it becomes available, or by reviewing your most recent tax filing. Check your eligibility. If you are not sure whether you qualify for this payment, look at the criteria we discussed. Are you on Social Security Retirement, SSI, SSDI? Did you file a recent tax return? Is your income below the qualifying threshold? If you answer yes to any of these, there is a strong chance you qualify. Plan for the payment. I know it is tempting to spend it the moment it arrives, and your needs are real. I understand that completely. But if you can, take a few minutes before the payment arrives to decide where it is going. What bills are most urgent? What medical needs have been deferred? Is there a small emergency fund you could start or replenish? Having a plan means the money goes where it matters most and does not disappear before you realize it. Share this information. Think about the people in your life who need to know this. A neighbor, a parent, a friend from church, someone who does not use social media much and might miss this entirely. Share this video with them. A simple text message could mean $2,700 in their pocket. I want to take a moment to talk directly to you. You chose to watch this video. That means you care about your financial security. You care about staying informed. You refuse to be left in the dark when it comes to your money and your benefits. That is exactly the kind of person this channel was built for. Here is the truth about what we do here. Every week, federal agencies release updates. The IRS makes announcements. Social Security changes payment schedules. Congress passes legislation that directly affects your income. And most of it gets buried under headlines that have nothing to do with your daily life. We dig through all of it. We translate it. We bring it to you in plain English, with no confusion, no political spin, and no agenda except making sure you are protected. And the only way we can keep doing that, the only way this information keeps reaching people like you, is if you are part of this community. So if you have not subscribed yet, please do that right now. It takes 2 seconds and it is completely free. Hit that red subscribe button, tap the bell. Choose all notifications. That way, the next time something like this breaks, and it will, you will be the first to know. And if this video helped you today, do me a favor. Leave a comment below. Tell me your state. Tell me if you are on SSI, SSDI, or Social Security retirement. I read these comments. Your experience matters, and it helps me make better videos for this entire community. We are in this together, and together, we make sure nobody gets left behind. Let's bring it all home. Here is what we covered today. The IRS has confirmed a $2,700 stimulus payment targeting Social Security recipients, SSI beneficiaries, SSDI recipients, and qualifying low to moderate income Americans. Payments are scheduled for April 2026. Direct deposit recipients will be first, Direct Express cardholders follow, paper checks come last. You do not need to apply if you are already in a qualifying benefit program. The payment should come automatically based on your information on file, but you do need to make sure your address and banking details are current. You do need to protect yourself from scammers, and you do need to have a plan for how to use this money wisely when it arrives. $2,700 is real money. For millions of Americans living on fixed incomes, it is more than real. It is life-changing. You deserve this. You have earned this. And now you know exactly what is coming and when to expect it. Stay calm. Stay informed. And know that we will be right here every step of the way to make sure you never miss an update that matters to your financial life. Take care of yourself, share this with someone who needs it, and we will see you in the next one.